Hi everyone, welcome to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. My name is Artem, and here is the news. 630 days less the Russian invasion of Ukraine. In his evening video address, President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelenskyy informed about two Russian missile strikes that took place yesterday. 4 missiles hit residential buildings in Selidovo, Donetsk region. At least 2 civilians were killed, several wounded. There are probably people under the rubble as well. Overall, more than 20 houses were destroyed. Another Russian strike hit Zaporizhia region, also with missiles. Among the dead are rescuers. Quote, "They arrived at the scene after the first hit and started helping, and then there was a second strike," informed Zelenskyy. According to the internal ministry, 2 rescuers were killed, 3 more were wounded, along with 4 civilians. Volodymyr Zelenskyy held a meeting with representatives of African media. The head of state told them that Ukraine cannot afford a frozen conflict with a stalemate, and for this reason it must end the war, reports Interfax Ukraine. Quote, "If this is a stalemate and a frozen conflict, we must honestly say that our children will be at war, or our grandchildren will be at war. We have already lost too many people," unquote, said Zelenskyy. The president explained that by the end of the war he means a situation in which Russia starts respecting Ukraine's territorial integrity and the UN Charter and withdraws its troops from Ukrainian territory. We would really appreciate if you could recommend us to your friends and family, as well as share information on social media. This way more people would learn about the podcast and truth about Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The president said it will be difficult for Ukraine to cover social expenditures without Western support. According to him, a crisis that will affect the course of the war may arise, reports Ekonomiczna Pravda. He stressed that all the money that Ukraine currently earns, it gives to its military. Lviv Polytechnic National University dismissed ex-MP Irina Farion from the position of professor of the Ukrainian language department, reports Ukrainska Pravda. Earlier in an interview, Farion accused the military, in particular the soldiers of Azov and the 3rd Brigade regiments, that they communicate in Russian. She stated that she cannot call them Ukrainians. Her statements caused a wave of indignation in society. Later, Farion published on her social media a letter from a pro-Ukrainian student from occupied Crimea. In this letter, he expressed his support for her. Soon the Russian special services came to the student because Farion did not hide his name, surname, city of residence and place of study. She refused to hide his data even when her readers asked for it. When the student was captured by the occupiers, the linguist did not apologize but said that she cannot know where these people are from, although the student's place of residence was indicated in his letter. Farion promised to take the university to court. At the same time, the Security Service of Ukraine has initiated criminal proceedings and ordered a number of expert examinations regarding the statements and publications of Irina Farion. Thank you for listening to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast. We are a commercial initiative of just 2 people and we need your help to grow. Share information about the podcast, rate us in the app, subscribe to our Patreon. With your support, we are getting better. We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.